It's like getting a raise even though we're not working any more hours. Is this thing on? Hey guys, so we have been on a spending freeze for just about the last 30 days. And we started it to kind of get our budget back on track and to really start to take back control of our finances. But there are 3 things that I've learned so far being on this spending freeze. Number 1 is that we have far more food in the house than I thought that we did. I'm not a hoarder, I'm not a stockpiler, I'm not a couponer, I'm not, any of those things. And so when I go shopping once every 2 weeks, on my regular shopping day, I plan for the following 2 weeks. I don't usually plan to stock up, in case of a rainy day or snowstorm or whatever, for better or for worse. And it means that I've been using up our pantry food, the staples that are in your cupboard and your pantry, but that you never really end up using too much. Flour and sugar and pasta and things like that, soup, that sort of thing. That's the stuff that you buy with, good intentions, and then it just ends up sitting there. And so we've been using that up, which is great. So that's the first thing I've learned. Second thing is that we were totally nickel and diming ourselves to death. So not being able to spend money really brings that home in a huge way. We're going to save that money for when we actually need it, as opposed to going out and grabbing something right away, because we think, oh my goodness, the kid only has 5 pairs of jeans. They need an extra pair of jeans. We've just been sucking that up and dealing with it, right? It's like getting a raise even though we're not working any more hours, which is cool. That's really cool. The third thing that we've learned is that things don't fall apart when you stop spending. As long as you're still paying your electricity bill and all the money is going where it's supposed to be going, things don't just collapse. Your house doesn't fall on top of you. Your friends don't desert you. You still can live life and do things without spending. And I've always figured that we've been pretty good at being frugal, and I think probably most of our friends would agree with that we don't do a ton of stuff that's, crazy, wild and crazy. And we don't spend a ton of money on furniture or, vacations or whatever. We're not huge spenders to begin with. But realizing how much we were actually spending that didn't need to be spent, and then also realizing that we could go without, was huge. Just being able to say, no, we don't actually need that thing, whatever it is. A trip to the dollar store for, some extra paper for the lined paper for the kids for school ends up turning into a $20 or $40 trip, right? Because you're like, well, if I'm already here, I might as well pick up this, that, and the other thing. And you end up nickel and diming yourselves to death. If you don't pick up those other things, life's not going to fall apart. So there you go. Those are the 3 things that I've learned on our spending freeze, and I think we are going to continue to work within our budget. I would love to hear your experiences. Have you ever gone on a spending freeze? And if so, what were your rules and how did it go? Leave your answer in the comments below. And hey, if you haven't already yet, I'd love it if you subscribe to this channel. That just shows me that there are people out there listening and watching, and lets me know that you'd like to see more videos just like this one. All right, I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.